Welcome, my dear friend. I'm so glad you're here with me right now. You've taken a beautiful step by allowing yourself this moment of peace, reflection, and possibility. I know that sometimes life can feel heavy, especially when it comes to money. Perhaps you felt the weight of worry or the fear that there's never quite enough. Maybe you've dreamed of winning the lottery or receiving a sudden windfall that would ease your burdens and open the door to a life of freedom and joy. I want you to know that these dreams are not foolish. They are a sign that your heart is ready to receive more, that deep within you, there's a knowing that abundance is meant for you. Right now, you are in a safe space where there is no judgment, only love and understanding. It's perfectly okay to desire more. Wanting financial abundance doesn't make you greedy or ungrateful. It means you are ready to experience life in a fuller, richer way. Together, we will gently shift how you think and feel about money so that you can invite prosperity into your life with ease and grace. You don't have to struggle or force anything. There is a natural flow of abundance in this universe, and it's available to you. All you need is a willingness to open your heart and mind to a new way of thinking. As we spend this time together, I invite you to relax, breathe deeply, and simply allow my words to wrap around you like a warm hug. You are not alone on this journey. I am here with you, guiding you to remember the incredible power you hold within. You are far more powerful than you've been taught to believe. The thoughts you think, the words you speak, and the feelings you hold all shape your reality. This is not about forcing yourself to think positive all the time. It's about gently guiding your mind toward thoughts that uplift you, thoughts that remind you that you are deserving of all the good life has to offer. So, as you listen, let any tension melt away. There is nothing you need to do except be present and open. Together, we will plant seeds of prosperity in your mind, seeds that will grow into beautiful experiences of wealth, ease, and joy. You are safe here, you are loved, and you are already on the path to receiving more than you ever thought possible. Let's begin this journey of welcoming abundance, not just as a distant hope, but as a natural part of who you are. You were born to live a life of richness, in love, in joy, and yes, in money too. It all starts with a single thought, a quiet knowing that says, I am ready to receive. And you are. You truly are. Money is not just paper or numbers in a bank account. It is energy, flowing through our lives like a gentle river, always available, always moving toward where it feels welcomed. Many of us were taught to see money as something scarce, something hard to get, or something only meant for a lucky few. But these are just old stories, passed down through generations, and they do not have to be your story anymore. The truth is, money responds to the way we think and feel about it. When we see it as a friend, as something that comes easily and supports us, it begins to show up in ways we never expected. Imagine for a moment that money is like sunlight. The sun doesn't choose who to shine on. It simply shines, offering warmth and light to anyone who is open to receiving it. Abundance works the same way. It's always there, waiting for you to open the windows of your mind and let it in. When we hold thoughts of fear, lack, or unworthiness, it's like drawing the curtains closed. The sunlight is still there, but we can't feel its warmth. That's why shifting your mindset is so important. It's not about pretending you're rich when you feel worried inside. It's about gently changing the way you see yourself and the world around you. When you start to believe that abundance is natural, that it's okay for you to have more than enough, you open those curtains wide. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to do this is through affirmations. Affirmations are like little seeds you plant in your mind. At first, they may feel unfamiliar, especially if you've spent years thinking the opposite. But with gentle repetition, these positive thoughts take root and begin to grow. You might say to yourself, "I am open and ready to receive unexpected abundance." At first, your mind might resist, but that's okay. With time, your subconscious will begin to accept this new truth. You'll start to notice small changes, a gift, an opportunity, a feeling of ease where there used to be tension. This is the energy of money responding to your new welcoming thoughts. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to struggle. You only need to align your thoughts and feelings with the knowing that abundance is your birthright. Every time you think a thought of prosperity, you invite more of it into your life. So let's begin to see money not as something outside of you, but as something that flows to you naturally, like the air you breathe. There is no shortage of air, and there is no shortage of abundance. It is here for you now and always. It's easy to fall into patterns of fear and doubt when it comes to money. Many of us have been told stories that make us believe we have to work endlessly, or that we're somehow not good enough to deserve wealth. These thoughts settle deep inside, and before we know it, they shape the way we see the world and ourselves. But today we're going to begin releasing those old, heavy beliefs. There is no need to hold on to fear about money any longer. Fear only blocks the natural flow of abundance that is trying to reach you. Imagine for a moment that you are holding a tight fist. When your hand is closed, nothing can come in and nothing can go out. But when you relax and open your hand, you create space to receive. The same is true for your mind and heart. When we cling to thoughts like, "I'll never have enough," or "money is hard to come by," we are closing ourselves off from all the good that is waiting to flow into our lives. It's important to know that these thoughts are not who you are. They are just habits, and like any habit, they can be changed with kindness and patience. Start by becoming aware of when these limiting beliefs arise. When you catch yourself thinking a fearful thought about money, don't judge yourself. Simply notice it and gently say, "I choose a new thought." You might replace it with something like, "I now release all fears about money. I am safe." Saying this to yourself, even if you don't fully believe it yet, begins to soften the grip of fear. Over time, your mind will start to accept this new, empowering message. You'll begin to feel lighter, more hopeful, and more open to receiving abundance. Remember, your body feels every thought you think. When you worry about money, your body tenses, your heart races, and stress builds up. But when you choose thoughts of safety and trust, your body relaxes, your mind clears, and you create a welcoming space for prosperity. You are not meant to live in a state of constant worry. You are meant to feel safe, supported, and abundant. Each time you release a fearful thought, you are stepping closer to that reality. It's a gentle process, one that doesn't require force, only a willingness to choose love over fear. So as you continue on this journey, remind yourself often, "I am safe, I am supported. I release all doubts and open myself to receive." The more you practice this, the more natural it will feel, and soon you will notice the world responding to your new, open-hearted way of thinking. Abundance will begin to flow, not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. You are a precious being, and it is time to remember that you deserve all the good life has to offer. So often we are taught to believe that we have to earn love, happiness, or wealth. We hear messages that tell us we are only worthy if we work hard enough, sacrifice enough, or prove ourselves to others. But these messages are not true. You were born worthy. There is nothing you need to do to deserve abundance. It is already yours by divine right. Imagine a beautiful garden. Every flower in that garden blooms simply because it exists. It doesn't struggle to be worthy of sunlight or rain. It doesn't question if it deserves to grow. It just opens up and receives. You are like that flower. You don't have to justify your desire for prosperity. Wanting to live a life of ease, joy, and financial freedom is a natural expression of who you are. The universe delights in giving to you, but it can only give what you are willing to receive. Sometimes, deep down, we carry beliefs that tell us we aren't good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough to have wealth. These hidden thoughts create invisible walls that keep abundance at a distance. But today, we begin to gently dissolve those walls by embracing the truth. You are worthy. I invite you to try something simple yet powerful. Find a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say softly, I am worthy of prosperity and joy. At first, it might feel strange or even uncomfortable. That's only because you're not used to speaking to yourself with such love. But the more you do this, the more you will begin to believe it. And when you believe in your worthiness, life responds in beautiful ways. Opportunities appear, doors open, and money flows from places you never expected. You don't have to chase it or struggle for it. When you stand in the quiet confidence of knowing you deserve good things, you become a magnet for them. So, whenever doubt creeps in, place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, I am enough. I am deserving. I welcome abundance into my life. This simple act of self-love is the foundation for attracting everything you desire. The universe is always listening, and when it hears you affirm your worth, it answers with blessings beyond your imagination. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself holding a winning lottery ticket. Feel the excitement, the joy, the sense of limitless possibilities. Notice how your body relaxes when you imagine having more than enough. This is not just a daydream. This is a powerful tool to align your mind with abundance. The images you hold in your mind create the blueprint for your reality. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It simply responds to the feelings and pictures you feed it. This is why visualization is such a beautiful practice. When you take time to see yourself living in abundance, feeling secure, joyful, and free, you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious. These seeds grow into experiences that match the energy you've created within. Imagine walking into your favorite place, knowing you can afford anything you desire. Feel the texture of the clothes you love, the scent of a new home, or the sound of laughter as you share your blessings with others. Engage all your senses and let the feeling of abundance fill every part of you. The more real it feels in your mind, the more naturally it will begin to show up in your life. This isn't about forcing or wishing. It's about becoming a vibrational match to the wealth you seek. When you align your thoughts and emotions with the feeling of already having what you desire, you send a clear and loving message to the universe. This is who I am. This is what I welcome. A wonderful affirmation to use during this practice is, I see abundance all around me. It flows to me effortlessly. Say it gently, with belief, and allow the images in your mind to reflect that truth. You don't need to know when or how your desires will manifest. Your only task is to keep nurturing those positive images, knowing that your inner world is always creating your outer experience. Each time you visualize with joy and ease, you are stepping closer to a reality filled with prosperity. There is a quiet magic in the simple act of being thankful. When you appreciate what you already have, no matter how small it may seem, you open the door for more blessings to enter your life. Gratitude is like a magnet. It draws more of what you focus on into your experience. Many people wait until they have everything they want before they feel grateful. But the secret is to start feeling grateful now. Even if your bank account isn't where you'd like it to be, or you haven't yet held that winning lottery ticket in your hand, there is always something to appreciate. The warmth of your bed, the smile of a loved one, the food on your table. These are all signs that abundance is already present. When you begin to notice and give thanks for these everyday gifts, you shift your energy from lack to plenty. It's like watering the garden of your life. The more you water it with gratitude, the more it blooms with unexpected joys and opportunities. Each night before you go to sleep, take a few moments to reflect on the good in your life. You can say quietly to yourself, I am grateful for the wealth that is already mine. This simple practice will begin to change the way you see the world. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you'll start to see how much you already have, and that awareness will invite even more abundance to flow to you. Gratitude doesn't just change your thoughts, it changes how you feel. It replaces worry with peace, fear with trust, and longing with contentment. And from that place of contentment, miracles happen. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and when that energy is filled with appreciation, it cannot help but bring you more reasons to be thankful. So, make gratitude a daily habit. It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple thank you for the money you do have, the opportunities that are coming, and even the lessons learned along the way will align you with the flow of prosperity. Remember, every time you express gratitude, you are affirming that you live in a generous universe. And a generous universe will always give more to those who recognize its gifts with an open heart. Sometimes we hold so tightly to the idea of how money should come to us that we unknowingly block the very blessings we seek. We think it has to happen a certain way, through a job, a specific opportunity, or winning the lottery. And when it doesn't appear as we expect, we feel disappointed or discouraged. But the truth is, abundance flows best when we release the need to control every detail. When we trust that the universe knows the perfect path, we step into a beautiful state of allowing. Think of a river. It doesn't force its way forward. It flows naturally, finding the easiest and most harmonious path. Your prosperity works the same way. When you let go of the need to figure out every step, you create space for unexpected miracles. Sometimes money will come from places you never imagined, a gift, a new idea, a chance encounter. But these surprises can only reach you when you relax and trust. It's safe to release the pressure of needing to know how or when your desires will appear. Your job is not to control the process, but to stay open, positive, and ready to receive. Each time you feel yourself getting anxious or impatient, gently remind yourself, I trust the universe to provide me with all that I need and more. Say it with a sense of calm and knowing, as if you're reassuring a dear friend. The more you practice this trust, the more peaceful you will feel. And in that peace, abundance finds its way to you with ease. Life becomes lighter, freer, and filled with pleasant surprises. Remember, the universe is always working behind the scenes, arranging things for your highest good. Even delays or detours are often blessings in disguise, guiding you to something even better than you had planned. So breathe deeply, release the need to control, and allow the natural flow of prosperity to carry you forward. You are supported in every moment, and wonderful things are already on their way to you. As you prepare for rest each night, you enter a powerful time when your mind becomes quiet and open. The moments before sleep are like a doorway to your subconscious, where your deepest beliefs live. This is why it's so important to feed your mind loving, abundant thoughts as you drift off. The worries of the day can be set aside, and you can choose to fill your heart with calm and positive expectations. Imagine your thoughts before sleep as gentle instructions to your inner self. When you fall asleep thinking about lack or fear, your subconscious holds on to those feelings. But when you end your day with thoughts of prosperity, safety, and joy, you begin to reprogram your mind to attract those experiences into your life. It's a simple but powerful practice. As you lay in bed, take a few deep breaths and repeat softly to yourself, every day, in every way, I am becoming more prosperous. Let these words float through your mind like a lullaby, comforting and reassuring you. There is no need to force belief. Just allow the words to sink in naturally, knowing that your subconscious is always listening. Over time, this gentle repetition will begin to shift your inner landscape. You'll wake up feeling lighter, more hopeful, and more aligned with the flow of abundance. Opportunities will start to appear, and you'll notice small but meaningful changes in how money and prosperity show up in your life. This nighttime practice is a gift you give to yourself, a way to end each day with love, trust, and positive expectation. As you fall asleep wrapped in these affirmations, you are inviting the universe to work on your behalf, bringing your desires closer while you rest peacefully. There is so much power in these quiet moments. Use them to plant seeds of wealth, knowing they will grow into beautiful experiences. Creating a life of abundance isn't about making huge changes overnight. It's about the small, loving steps you take each day to align your thoughts and feelings with prosperity. Simple daily rituals can have a profound impact on the way you experience money and wealth. One of the most effective practices is to begin your morning with a positive affirmation. Before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and say, "Wealth flows to me in expected and unexpected ways." This sets a tone of openness and receptivity for the day ahead. Another beautiful practice is mirror work. Look into your eyes each day and speak words of kindness and abundance. Tell yourself that you are deserving, that you are a magnet for prosperity, and that good things are on their way. It might feel unusual at first, but soon it will become a cherished moment of connection with yourself. Gratitude journaling is also a powerful habit. Each evening, write down a few things you are thankful for, especially any signs of abundance you notice that day. It could be finding a coin on the street, receiving a compliment, or simply feeling peaceful about your finances. These small acknowledgments train your mind to focus on the positive, which naturally attracts more to be grateful for. Consistency is key. These practices don't need to take much time, but when done with sincerity, they gently reshape your mindset. You'll begin to notice a shift in how you feel about money. Less stress, more confidence, and a growing sense of trust that you are supported. These rituals remind you daily that abundance is not something distant or difficult. It's something you invite in through your thoughts, words, and actions. Over time, these small steps create lasting change, building a foundation of prosperity that feels natural and effortless. You are a beautiful, powerful creator, and you hold within you the ability to transform your relationship with money and abundance. Every loving thought you think, every positive word you speak, and every small step you take is guiding you toward a life filled with prosperity, ease, and joy. There is no need to rush or worry. The universe is always responding to the energy you put out, and by choosing thoughts of worthiness, gratitude, trust, and openness, you are inviting miracles into your life. Remember, abundance is not just about numbers or winning the lottery. It's about feeling supported, safe, and free to enjoy all the good that life has to offer. You deserve to live a life where money flows to you easily, where opportunities appear naturally, and where you wake up each day knowing that you are blessed beyond measure. Keep nurturing these new beliefs with patience and kindness. Use your affirmations, practice gratitude, visualize your desires, and trust in the unseen forces working for your highest good. Even when you don't see immediate results, know that every positive thought is creating a ripple effect, bringing your dreams closer with each passing day. You are on a wonderful journey, and every moment is a chance to align more deeply with the abundance that is your birthright. So take a deep breath, smile softly to yourself, and affirm, I am a magnet for miracles. I welcome infinite abundance into my life now. Carry this truth in your heart and watch as life responds in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. You are worthy. You are loved. And all that you desire is already making its way to you.